The following is a presentation of Flow Sports.
The lights are on. The future's on the mat. No hype, just proof. New names, new rivalries. Wrestling's next era starts now. FloWrestling Night in America, presented by Nike.
Presented by Nike Wrestling, this is FloWrestling Night in America. Work tonight inside Cedar Valley High School in Eagle Mountain, Utah. It's a 6A battle between the Cedar Valley Aviators and the Skyridge Falcons. Hello and welcome to FloWrestling Night in America. So glad to have you with us. We're presented by Nike Wrestling. I'm Shane Sparks. We are in Utah tonight. Looking forward to this 6A battle. Cedar Valley, a lot of energy in this arena. It is their first dual meet of the season. It comes in front of their home fans. It is youth and alumni night. And when you're looking at Skyridge, they are off to a quick 3-1 start. The Falcons coming off a win last night against American Fork. We'll begin this dual meet at 106 pounds. A lot of talent on both sides in this first half for Cedar Valley state qualifiers. And Avery, Wright, and Castillo looking at Skyridge state qualifier Luke Scott at 126. And those Millwards, they are hammers at 138 and 144. Jacob Millward, a returning state champion. We'll kick off the second half at 150 pounds. Adam Mitchell, a state qualifier for the Aviators. Looking forward to 165 and 175. Davidson and Curtis, state qualifiers for the Falcons. Looking at our future FloWrestling Night in America dates. Next week, we come to you from Littleton, Colorado with Cherokee Trail and Chatfield. A doubleheader to kick off 2026. A high school college doubleheader. Grassfield and Skyline. In the college ranks, it is Roanoke and Penn College. I'm looking forward to January 8th with Creighton Prep and Scott Catholic. And then mid-January, another really good doubleheader. Chesapeake High School versus South Carroll. And then some women's action with Life and North Central. That is all upcoming right here on FloWrestling, presented by Nike Wrestling. Introductions are complete as the captains shake hands center of the mat. I love that, Matt. The Aviators here in Eagle Mountain, Utah. Great action coming your way tomorrow here on FloWrestling. The Uncivil War, the Iowa Hawkeyes, 5-2 on the season, will wrestle Utah Valley and University of Tennessee Chattanooga. Those matches taking place in Missouri at Hannibal High School in Hannibal, Missouri. That is all right here tomorrow, kicking off at 6:30 Central Time, right here on FloWrestling. High school action tonight, Utah 6A with Cedar Valley and Skyridge. We have a forfeit at 106 pounds, and receiving the forfeit is Beckett Berglund. Beckett Berglund, really impressive freshman for the Falcons. With that forfeit, he improves to 9-1 on the season. He was a runner-up earlier this season at Salem Hills and a junior high state champion. They are excited about his future. And he gets the Falcons off to a good start, gets the forfeit. His arm is raised. 6 points on the board for Skyridge as we turn to 113 pounds. This is Connor Avery for Cedar Valley. And Jack Christensen, a sophomore, for the Falcons. No takedown yet. There's a quick takedown just 20 seconds in. And it is 3-0. With the escape 3-1 score For Connor Avery, a record of 13-4. Placed fourth as a freshman at the state tournament. He'll be working his way down to 106 pounds. And another takedown in this match makes it 4-3. Both guys have scored a takedown, 50 seconds remaining here in this first period. Jack Christensen, like Avery, is a sophomore. He comes in with a record of 4-3. And this one is going back and forth with that reversal. Avery reclaims the lead. Lots of action here in the first period, 5-4, both guys with a takedown. Situation right here for Connor Avery. Wants to finish this period on top. He's got Christensen flat, he's got a wrist. Big situation in these kind of matches. You want to finish these periods on top. And Connor Avery will do just that as he flirts with some near fall in the final seconds. But time runs out. These two combine to put 9 on the board in the first period. 5-4 Avery with the 1-point advantage. Avery's got the choice, and the Aviator will go on bottom for Cedar Valley. Cedar Valley with a couple of forfeits at 106 and at 190. So Cedar Valley wants to make hay in these lower weights. Avery quickly to his feet. Christensen looking for a mat return. And a switch and another reversal for Connor Avery as he extends his lead, now up 7-4. And we are wrestling neutral, 7-5. "35 seconds into this second period.
Score.
And another takedown for Avery. And he now leads it 10-5. So Connor Avery, the sophomore, looking for his 14th win of the season. A couple of takedowns, a couple reversals. And he is now riding with 45 seconds remaining here in this second period. Of course, if you are Jack Christensen, you want to find a way to build a base. Giving up that right wrist when your elbows are out. You give up those wrists. Avery, with a half Nelson, has that near left ankle scooped up. We are inside 30 seconds. Avery got one swipe. Now Christensen to his feet, and they're out of bounds with 20 seconds remaining. Another big restart off this whistle. And immediately off the whistle, Avery chops an arm, grabs a wrist. And as he did in the first period, Connor Avery is going to finish the period on top. And the Aviator, in front of his home crowd, takes a 10-5 lead for the second. There is Lyle Mangum, head coach at Skyridge, his 10th season at Skyridge. He's been coaching for over 3.5 decades, spent 20 seasons, 20 years at Lone Peak. And what a job he has done. Right back in on the legs and slapping him down for 3 more. Connor Avery, and now the Aviator in position for bonus points. He's got a half Nelson in deep. And Connor Avery going to settle in and look to give the Aviators a pin here at 113. And Christensen is able to roll through. But some near fall points makes it 15-5. Good fight there from Jack Christensen. And he is right back on his back. Of course, in dual meet wrestling, you want to fight for that name in front of the singlet. Try to battle for your teammates. Save team points. And I believe with the near fall points, this will be a tech fall. Correction, it's 14 points. One more takedown will be a tech fall. Another leg attack there right on the edge. And the takedown is awarded 22-6 for Connor Avery. The sophomore from Cedar Valley now 14-4 as he lights up the scoreboard and hangs up a 22 spot in a tech fall. 5 team points for Cedar Valley. Makes it 6-5 after 2 weight classes. And Connor Avery getting it done in all positions. A couple of takedowns, a couple reversals. The first and second periods he finished on top. Worked in a couple of turns as well. And a really good all-around match from Cedar Valley 113-pounder Connor Avery as he pulls the Aviators to within 1. It is 6-5. £120 for the Aviators. It is junior Josh Wright and Zeke Spiker, just a freshman for Skyridge. Spiker wrestling his first varsity match. And Josh Wright turns the corner and quickly up 3-0 as he's working on some near fall. He's got a tight butcher there on the edge. And in the first 20 seconds, it is 3 takedown, 4 near fall for Josh Wright. He's a junior with a record of 9-8. Wright a little bit undersized at 120. He'll work down to 113 as Avery will make his way down to 106. Josh Wright was a state qualifier as a freshman. His sister Anna was a state champion 2 years ago. And Wright was an alternate for the state tournament last season. And he is looking to put the Aviators ahead here in this first period. He's looking for a fall. And he gets the slap of the mat in 52 seconds. Josh Wright in the double digits in the W column, and this is junior campaign. He is now 10-8. Back-to-back bonus point victories for the Aviators. Connor Avery with a 22-6 tech fall, and Josh Wright with the first period pin. After 3 weight classes, Cedar Valley leading Skyridge 11-6. Presented by Nike Wrestling. This is FloWrestling Night in America here on Flow Sports.
They call him the greatest wrestler in Arizona history.
Presented by Nike Wrestling, it's FloWrestling Night in America. Of course, it is wrestling season. December and January are stacked, and I mean stacked. Here on FloWrestling, the Iron Man is this weekend, then the Beast of the East, the Powerade, Southern Scuffle down at Tennessee, Chattanooga, and then it's out to California for the Doc Buchanan. Check out that schedule. Some of the best high school wrestling in the country, and of course, the Southern Scuffle down at Chattanooga. Looking forward to some great college action. After giving up a forfeit at 106, Cedar Valley with bonus point victories at 113 and 120. The Aviators lead it 11-6 as we shift to 126 pounds. Luke Scott, a state place winner for the Falcons. The sophomore comes in 6-1. And at 126 pounds for the Aviators is Dylan Peters. This is Peters' first match of the season. He's a sophomore. Ryder Johnson expected back next week for Cedar Valley. No score, 20 seconds in. This is a 6A matchup. Utah with 6 divisions, and I love that. If you've listened to me before, you know how I love to see multiple divisions in each state. It's high school sports. Give these guys the experience. It's about the experience in high school sports. And there is a stall call on Peters. The Aviators in the red singlets. You see Aviators down the side. The Falcons in the black and orange. No score as these guys wrestle tied up, center of the mat, ear to ear. Oh, a nice slick attack right there, and it's going to be 3 takedown for the sophomore from Skyridge, Luke Stott. Stott 6-1 this season. A lot of great talent here in the first half of this duel meet. As I mentioned, Cedar Valley with a couple of forfeits, so the Aviators will have to give themselves a little bit of a cushion as Stott slides a leg in. 30 seconds left. FloWrestling Night in America here in Utah. Really glad to have you with us here on this Thursday. It's a really good wrestling state, of course. Wasatch, Utah, the home of Cale Sanderson. I love the job Coach Adam Hall is doing right now at Utah Valley. Great wrestling state. Final seconds. And Luke Stott gets the first period takedown and the rideouts, and the Falcon is up 3-0 to the second. There is Eric Gonzalez, head coach at Cedar Valley. He is the head boys and girls coach. Came to Cedar Valley High School in July of 2021 from Washington. Coached at Port Angeles and Heritage High School in Washington before making the move to Utah.
Go, Dylan. Coming up, come up.
A lot of pressure in that top position from Luke Stott,
Come on, Dylan.
as he's got Dylan Peters flat on the mat. If you are Peters, easier said than done, but just trying to work up and build the base, but he is being suffocated by Luke Stott. 11-6 Cedar Valley leading Skyridge after 3 weights. We began at 106 pounds.
Come on, Dylan. Let's go. Build up, build up. Give him your wrist here. Good.
Of course, time is ticking away on Luke Stott.
Head up. Get your head up.
Just a 3-point match. He's working for a turn halfway through this second period. Peters fighting on bottom. They wrestle on the edge. And now Peters able to snag a single leg. Driving forward. Stott with the heavy hips. Crashing back in, still in control, leading at 3-0, 30 seconds left.
Just back out. Just back out. Stand
They are telling Peters to maybe back out if you can, just get one, but Stott remains in control in the final seconds of the second period. The final seconds tick away, and Stott rides Peters the entire second period, but does not score. Situation right here where Stott has really controlled this match, mainly in the top position, but he has not been able to score. Just that one takedown. Sometimes in these situations, you see a guy really get to work on his feet, especially with that three-point takedown. Get a few takedowns and then perhaps go to work in that top position. We're neutral here early third. Quick shot there. Good defense there from Dylan Peters. Again, this is Peters' first match of the season. And of course, in dual meet wrestling, every single point matters. You can be the hero getting beat by 7. You can be the hero getting beat by 14. Stott is 6-1. And there is another stall call on Peters, the second one, and now the Aviator shoots in with an attack of his own, looking to finish a double leg. He's got his head to the outside. But now he is stalled as he's unable to get his hips underneath him. 4-0 score, just over 60 seconds left. And now Luke Stott has Peters in trouble on the edge. 3 near fall as Peters is able to work back to his belly. And just like that, Stott with a 10-0 lead has that wrist. I believe he's working an arm bar on that right side. "30 seconds left in this third period as we wrestle here at 126 pounds. 7 points in this third period for Stott. And there is another stall call on Peters, another point to Stott. It's 11-0, and now if Stott can get a turn in the final 10 seconds, perhaps pick up the tech fall. $12-0 final score. It is a major decision for Luke Stott and the Falcons. With those 4 points, it's a 1-point match in this dual meet, 11-10, Cedar Valley up on Skyridge. Luke Stott, the sophomore, with the win tonight. Improves to 7-1. Good close to the match by Luke Stott. He was only up by 3. And then kept the pressure and increased the pace in that third period. Good start to this dual meet in the first half. As I mentioned before, we got a lot of talent, and the stars have shown up to this point. A lot of bonus points on both sides. It's 11-10. And looking forward to watching this match progress. Here we are at 132 pounds with Uriel Castillo for Cedar Valley and Easton Vandehei towing the opposite line for the Falcons. Castillo, a senior, and Castillo looking for the first 3 of the match, and he's got it 18 seconds in. 13-5 record for Castillo. He's a senior. He qualified for the state tournament as a sophomore. He was 5th at the state tournament last year. And a lot of tools, a lot of skill. He's quick, explosive, tough wrestler. Talk about toughness at the Davis duels. Those were right before Thanksgiving. He broke his wrist, wrestled a handful of matches with a broken wrist, and then came back this past weekend, and he went 8-1 at the Syracuse Scuffle, wrestling 9 more matches with a broken wrist. He leads it here 3-0 with 1:15 remaining in the first. For Van de High, he's a sophomore, and he wrestled last night for the first time this season and won in the Falcons' victory over American Fork. But tougher competition tonight against the senior Uriel Castillo, but doing a nice job. Gave up that early takedown, but he's kept it a 3-0 match as they scramble out of bounds. Youth and Alumni Night tonight. Here inside Cedar Valley High School, as Castillo stops the first move, looking for a wrist underneath. If you are Van de High, you want to get your head off the mat. Scoreboard reads 4-0. As Castillo getting pretty creative right here. Looking for a turn, trying to break that 45-degree angle. But I like how both these teams have fought. Final seconds in this first period. Van de High continues to fight. Castillo is going to finish the period on top and take a 4-0 lead to the second period. Both these teams have fought. Up to this point, when you look at the matchups in the first half of this dual meet, some mismatches. But those are the situations when you're outmatched. You got to just sometimes turn it more into a fight, increase your physicality, move your hands, move your feet, and it really comes down to self-belief. Neutral here to begin this second period. Good leg attack there by Castillo. Going to elevate. Good back trip as he corrals both ankles and scores 3 more. His second takedown of the match. That was really good execution there from Castillo. He stayed pretty patient. That was a really good setup. Deep on his leg attack. Solid finish with that awareness on the edge. And he gets the job done. 4-0. And Castillo really tough in this top position. Now he is going to cut Van de High. Looks like our clock has frozen. Guys are wrestling neutral. Castillo with 2 attacks and 2 finishes. Moving forward, taking territory. Goes out and snags another single leg. Head to the inside, reaches across, picks that far ankle, and he's got 3 more. Again, in this kind of a dual meet, every single point matters. And I like this from Van de High. He's got an attack of his own. And in a dual meet, these are huge situations, huge positions. But Castillo keeps that right leg. Seatbelt position here for Castillo. 9-1 score. Make it 9-2 with that escape from Van de High. Castillo down to a knee. Posts with his left hand on the head of Van de High. Short time in the second period. And Castillo will score another takedown. It comes in the final seconds of the period. 12-2. Those short time points are so big. I love the urgency. Beginning of periods and closing periods out on top. Find a way to score. Can you get a turn? Can you get an escape? Find a way to get that takedown. Keep momentum. 12-2. Castillo is up by 10 as they wrestle neutral. In deep on a double leg, he drives through. He puts Van de High back on the mat for 3 more. And Castillo in bonus point territory. He is going to give the escape. No escape awarded yet. And I think he was going to cut him and work for a takedown. And now, with 1:20 remaining, in the top position, And you look at Castillo grabbing his nose. And blood time. Uriel Castillo. Mentioned Eric Gonzalez, wife Angela, 2 kids, Israel and Elena. And he's been coaching almost 30 years. You look at these 2 head coaches tonight with Coach Eric Gonzalez and Coach Lyle Mangum. Combined, these guys have about 65 years of coaching. Over 6.5 decades between the 2. 15-2 score, 1:13 third period. Van de High goes on bottom.
Hey, make sure you give him one.
So Castillo will give the escape, and now he is a takedown away from a tech fall. Underhook defense there from Van de High, and out of bounds. Good fight there from the Falcon. Just not conceding easily. It's all you can ask for from your guys. Quick shot off the whistle there from Van de High. And a counterattack on a single leg center of the mat. Castillo in position to score. And he's got another takedown. And he has the 18-3 tech fall. Another bonus point victory for the Aviators. 18-3 tech fall as Castillo joins his teammate Connor Avery, who got a tech fall for the Aviators at 113. With those 5 points, it is now 16-10. Cedar Valley with the 6-point advantage. And for Uriel Castillo, the senior, now 14-5, a lot of offense on his feet. And that is where he was able to control this match. And here come the Millward brothers. We begin at 138 with Asher Millward, a junior with an undefeated record of 8-0. And Brody Pizzi, a 7-11 senior for Cedar Valley. Asher Millward this season, a champion at Salem Hills. And I'll tell you what I like about this guy. At the state tournament, he was 3rd as a freshman, 3rd as a sophomore, lost a couple of really tight matches in the state semis, and then came back and got the next best thing. That's an easy time. You lose a state semifinal, feel sorry for yourself, drop your head a little bit. You find out what you're made of when you're coming back and trying to take 3rd place. You get that next best thing. And right now, he's looking for a fall. He's got a cradle, and he's got the pin in 45 seconds. Asher Millward, now 9-0 with that cradle and the fall. We've got a good one here in Eagle Mountain, Utah. After 6 matches, Cedar Valley and Skyridge knotted at 16. Asher Millward ties it up for the Falcons. It's FloWrestling Night in America, presented by Nike Wrestling.
They call him the greatest wrestler in Arizona history.
Wrestling fans, this is for you. Access every match, ranking, and exclusive content with your FloWrestling annual subscription. Whether you're following high school, college, or freestyle, FloWrestling has you covered with live events, interviews, and more. Don't miss a single moment of the action, only on FloWrestling. 16-16 with Cedar Valley and Skyridge. A 6A showdown tonight here on FloWrestling Night in America. As always, we are presented by Nike Wrestling. So we saw Asher Millward get a fall at 138 pounds, and here comes his brother, a reigning state champion for the Falcons at 144 pounds. Again, want to remind you, tomorrow night here on FloWrestling, catch the Iowa Hawkeyes. They are in Hannibal, Missouri, Hannibal High School for the Uncivil War. 6:30 Central Time, the Hawkeyes versus Utah Valley. Talked about it before, the great job that Adam Hall has done at Utah Valley, followed by a matchup with Kyle Rochelle and University of Tennessee Chattanooga. That's another program doing some great things. I love to see it. Hawkeyes come in 5-2. What Adam Hall has done at Utah Valley and what Kyle Rochelle has done at Chattanooga, those guys have done a phenomenal job building those programs, and it is great for college wrestling. Jacob Millward, just a sophomore there in that black and orange singlet of the Falcons. He's undefeated, 8-0. He'll be dropping at 138. Him and his brother both plan on dropping down. The returning state champion also wrestled in Fargo, 4-2. Inside the Fargo Dome, a nice dump right off the whistle. His brother got a quick fall. He's looking to duplicate that effort. It's going to be a quick takedown and near fall points. 3 on the takedown, 4 on the near fall. 20 seconds in. He leads at 7-0. Love the urgency. 16-16 after 6 matches. Again, Cedar Valley with a couple of forfeits. They had one at 106. They have another one coming up at 190. So if you are the Aviators, can ill afford to fall behind by too many. It is back-to-back falls for the Millwards with Asher and Jacob. And Jacob Millward, the sophomore, improves to 9-0 on the season. And with that fall, Skyridge goes back out in front, 22-16. Millward right out of the gates, hits that dump, 7 points, and ultimately gets the fall, his arm raised, and Skyridge back out in front. $150. The Falcons with junior Grant Elridge. He's a 4-2 junior, a state qualifier. Wesley Duvall is off to a good start. He's wrestled at this weight as well for the Falcons this season. And Adam Mitchell, a 12-2 senior, quickly scores a takedown, goes crossbody ride as he slides a leg in on the right side. Adam Mitchell, a 2-time state qualifier. He was 5th last season for the Aviators. Had a really good battle at the Utah State Tournament last season with Max Richens of Wasatch. Richens got the win and ultimately won his 3rd Utah State title. .55 seconds into this first period. Mitchell going to add on some more near fall. $9-0. As we kick off the second half of this meet. We saw pins from the Millwards at 138 and 144 for the Falcons. And now the Aviators get a fall from Adam Mitchell. And with that fall, once again, we are tied up 22-22. Adam Mitchell now 13-2, and he is off and running in this his senior season. It has been all about bonus points here in Eagle Mountain, Utah, with Cedar Valley and Skyridge. £157, it's freshman Chance Sherman and Oliver Baumforth, the sophomore, so a pair of underclassmen here at 157 pounds. For Oliver Baumforth, this is his first match of the season as he returns from injury, and he quickly gets a takedown. He puts a leg in. Really good depth here for Cedar Valley at 157. Coy Hall, Isaac Salazar, a state qualifier, those two in the mix. Baumforth's brother Brady was the first state place winner in program history for Cedar Valley. His sister Raya was a two-time state finalist, so a lot of good scraps, I'm sure, in the living room. And right now, Oliver Baumforth has 60 seconds to work with. He's looking for the fall. This would put the Aviators back out in front. And he gets the stick and 6. That is 4 straight falls in this dual meet. The Millwards for the Falcons. Mitchell and Baumforth go back-to-back with pins and 6 for Cedar Valley. And with that pin from Oliver Baumforth, Cedar Valley back out in front, 28-22, a good one in Utah, presented by Nike Wrestling. This is FloWrestling Night in America. The future of wrestling is here. Scan the QR code on the screen to learn more about the all-new FloWrestling. Watch the live stream while browsing brackets on our new mobile app. Get unlimited free notifications. Check out our new athlete profiles and so much more. It is all right here on FloWrestling. 28-22. It has been an entertaining dual meet here with Cedar Valley and Skyridge. £165. Dallin Davidson for the Falcons, an 8-1 senior. He's a state place winner, was a runner-up at Salem Hills. And this guy is part of an academic all-state team, and to be academic all-state, as he puts 3 on the board 15 seconds in, you got to be a 4.0 and get above a 30 on the ACT. If I took the ACT test 3 times and you combined all 3 of those scores, I'm not sure if I'd have a 30. Pretty impressive getting it done on the classroom and on the wrestling mat. I think our producer, Greg Sandercox, was a 30 ACT guy. 30, 32, I believe. He was up there. Ambrose Wandell, a 7-6 senior for Cedar Valley. His brother Jace was a state placer for the Aviators. 60 seconds into this first period. Single leg attack. And Davidson with the takedown. His second, he leads it 6-1. Looking to rack up the points on his feet. Gives another escape, 6-2 score. 45 to go here in this first period. Again, Cedar Valley planned on having a forfeit at 190. I'm not sure if they have any options.
Come on, Ambrose, you got it. Get to where you want. Move, 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 move.
And here's a shot from Wandell. But straight on shot, you see he's on his shoe tops, and because of that, Davidson was looking for the go behind. Wandell continues to fight it. He's in position here if he can somehow clear his right arm and clear his head, he could score here. In this kind of dual meet again, you find a way to win a position. It can be huge for your team. Davidson, a pair of takedowns, leads it 6-2. As I look at my scorecard, every match in this dual meet up to this point has been bonus points for the winner. 28-22. Wandell goes on bottom. Ankle pick right there from Davidson. Good breakdown.
Keep working, get your ankle free. Knee slide out. Knee slide out.
Mention these great coaching staffs for Eric Gonzalez on his staff. Jason Chamberlain, he was an All-American at Boise State, Springville, Utah native. Along with Heath West, Josh Clough, Ben Baston. He wrestled for Coach Gonzalez at Port Angeles in Washington. Rami Knoll, Hannah Denny, Colton Tracy, and his wife, Elsha Tracy. Good story with Elsha Tracy. She's in her 40s. And she likes to get on the mat, mix things up. And she wrestled at the Utah Freestyle State Tournaments, and she placed as a grandma. Pretty impressive. Also, Taylor Valentine and Ryan Avery, part of the staff at Cedar Valley under head coach Eric Gonzalez. I just have so much respect and appreciation for head coaches and assistant coaches just making an impact on the lives of young men and women through our great sport of wrestling. And right now, Davidson has 30 seconds to work with. He's going to get some near fall there on the edge, the 3 awarded. And Davidson, the senior for Skyridge, is up 12-3. See, Davidson has that far right wrist. Sinks in a half Nelson inside of 10 seconds. Short time in this second period. And the Falcon will take a 9-point lead to the third. He's got the choice. But first, some injury time, I believe. Looks like he has an inhaler. Cedar Valley this season, at the Davis Duels, they were 4-5, and recently at the Syracuse Scuffle, they were 4-5 as well. This is their first dual meet of the season. It comes in their home gym on Alumni and Youth Night. I love the promotion as well, honoring their past history and the future. You got to make it an event. Coach Lyle Mangum. Skyridge has 70 kids out for wrestling. 70. Said he really likes to keep it fun. Cale Sanderson approach, keep it fun, be grateful. 70 kids, how awesome is that? He also said they don't recruit. Those are all homegrown kids. He's extremely proud of that. See Wandell, opportunity perhaps for a fireman's carry. And spinning around the go behind in 3 more. Dallin Davidson working on a tech fall here at 165. Still 90 seconds to go. Another shot. Crackdown position. Wandell, maybe an opportunity here to sit the corner. He's got that near ankle scooped up. And Davidson able to pop his head and scores the 3 takedown. And it's going to be a fall or a tech fall. Here with 50 seconds left in this third period, it will be a tech fall. 22, make it 20. Not sure if that score is right. It's a tech fall for Dallin Davidson. So Dallin Davidson now 9-1. And with that tech fall, it is 28-27. FloWrestling Night in America presented by Nike Wrestling. Shane Sparks, thanks for joining us here on this Thursday. We got a good one. 28-27. Cedar Valley up by 1. 4 weights to wrestle. Again, forfeit for Cedar Valley at 190. So if you are the Aviators, you want to get yourself a bit of a cushion, but it will not be easy. This is Chandler Curtis for the Falcons. A state placer for Skyridge. Comes in with a record of 8-1. He was a runner-up at Salem Hills. And it is Santiago Astorga, 7-7 senior for Cedar Valley. Began wrestling as a freshman. I love those stories as well. Straight on double right there from Curtis. And the Falcon leads at 3-0. Never too late to start in this sport. And when you start as a freshman, the reality is it's going to be hard. I mean, more often than not, especially in these upper weights, you're going to take your whoopings. But just hang in there, keep fighting. This sport will change your life. And right now, Chandler Curtis, he has Astorga with 40 seconds left on his back, and he gets the fall. Chandler Curtis gets the fall here at 175. We saw a pin from Asher Millward at 138 and from his brother Jacob at 144. And with that fall, Skyridge goes back out in front 33-28. Chandler Curtis, late in this dual meet, able to get the fall to put his Falcons back out in front. Presented by Nike Wrestling, it's FloWrestling Night in America. Josh Sherman gets a forfeit for the Falcons at 190 pounds as Skyridge leads it 39-28 with 2 matches to wrestle in this dual meets. Upcoming events here on FloWrestling. Look at that slate of events. A ton of great high school action, some of the best tournaments in the country, and of course college action early 2026. The Southern Scuffle down at Tennessee Chattanooga. All right, 215 pounds. Carter Johnson, 5-1 senior for Skyridge. And Tom Lloyd, he's a senior with a record of 7-11 for Cedar Valley. Here's a great story on Thomas Lloyd. Of course, in this sport, you can be up by 14. You are not safe. And that was the situation with Tom Lloyd. He was wrestling at the divisional tournament. He was down by 14 points. And his opponent went on bottom thinking, get the escape, win by 15. It's over, the tech fall. And when Tom Lloyd went back into the corner to talk with Coach Eric Gonzalez said, okay, Tom, here's the deal. You're down by 14. You're on the verge of getting teched. You're on top. Like, what do you got? What's your go-to? What's your home run? And he said, cradle. And Coach Gonzalez said, well, hey, when that whistle blows, you go out and you slap that cradle on, and that's exactly what happened. Tom Lloyd was down 14-0 and got a cradle and the fall and the W. And that's why in this sport, I say it all the time, you're just never safe inside that circle. You're never safe. You always got to have a little bit of paranoia. You're up by 10, you're not safe. Got to be a little bit paranoid. Straight on shot there from Carter Johnson, looking to finish a double leg, but good hips. Good hip defense there from Tom Lloyd to keep this a 0-0 match. And now Lloyd in good position. He's got a crossface, wants to step behind and get the points. That's what he does. And he leads it 3-0. Talking to Coach Gonzalez, he said, you know, Tom is one of those guys, I just love having him on the team. Great to see him in this sport. Johnson gets a late escape, 3-1. Lloyd with the choice. The Aviator defers. And it looks like we are neutral here to begin this second period. But that is a great story. Down 14-0, and you get the fall and the win. That's how legends are made. Carter Johnson, 5-1 record. And this is a Sterling Scholar. He's got a 4.0 GPA. He is the top business student at Skyridge. Really impressive. 40 seconds into the second period. Lloyd with a first period takedown leads it 3-1. He's got a collar tie. Now they clear. There's that straight on shot once again from Carter Johnson. But again, he is stuffed by Lloyd. Lloyd's got some good hips. Johnson, though, now snags a single leg. Has that left leg. 60 seconds to go. As Lloyd looking to break him down. Johnson works to his feet. He's got Lloyd on his hips. He can pop his head. He'll score the takedown. He should score here. No points yet. And now he's got the takedown. 4 unanswered from Carter Johnson. He's got a 1-point lead, 4-3. In this matchup to this point, that late escape was huge in that first period. After giving up that first takedown, he's getting a little bit high here as he slides a leg in. But he's okay. He's got that right wrist. So 15 seconds left. Johnson got that late escape in the first. And he is going to finish this period on top as he's got Lloyd on his belly. As the horn sounds, we head to the third and a 1-point match here at 2:15. 39-28. So Tom Lloyd and the Aviators need this match to have hope. Heading into 285. Could it come down to the big guys? We're neutral here, third period. Both guys with a takedown. Lloyd in the first, Johnson in the second. The difference, that late escape from Johnson in the first. Front headlock position here.
Get after him, Tom.
It has been a fun dual meet here in Eagle Mountain, Utah. These schools about 10 miles apart. Cedar Valley and Lehigh. Cedar Valley and Eagle Mountain, Utah. .120 in this third period. Lloyd and the Aviators gotta have it here at 2:15. No stall calls on either wrestler. And there is a stall call on Johnson. So right now, if you are Lloyd, fire off attacks with 55 seconds. You gotta begin your sprint now. Don't wait till there's 20 seconds left. Go now. Take territory. Move Johnson toward the boundary. Get another stall call. There's a straight-on shot. And now Johnson able to get the goal behind and gets the three. A quick escape from Lloyd. Down to 35 seconds left. Johnson looking for the win for himself and the team. Lloyd ties his shoe. He's got 30 seconds to work with. Again, this is a guy that was once down 14 and found a way to get it done. Carter Johnson with 7 unanswered, including a pair of takedowns. And now Lloyd will tie his other shoe. You are Johnson, you want to circle and hand fight. Keep good position. Down to 20 seconds. And you can tell Lloyd looking for something big. But Carter Johnson, after giving up that first takedown, rallies off 7 points. And the Sterling Scholar in his 4.0 GPA puts this one in the W column for the Skyridge Falcons. Johnson with the decision, 7-3. 42-28 now the team score. And Carter Johnson with good poise after giving up that first takedown. Got that late escape in the first. Couple takedowns of his own. And Carter Johnson now 6-1, the senior victorious on this Thursday night here in Eagle Mountain, Utah. So our final match comes at heavyweight. That was the first match in this dual meet, I believe, where it was just a regular decision. Everything else was bonus point victories. At 285, it is Bradshaw Cox for Skyridge and Helaman Gassou for Cedar Valley. Gassou and Cox, both seniors. Gassou a record of 6-3, Cox with a mark of 4-1. Cox was third at Salem Hills. With this win tonight, Skyridge improved to 4-1. This season they beat Harriman, Mountain View. Last night they beat American Fork. Their only loss was to Timpangos. Team effort tonight for Skyridge. Those 2 forfeits, costly for Cedar Valley. Good effort though. This was a fun match to call. Some good scraps. Kids came out to fight, wrestled hard. Talking about Lyle Mangum, his staff, his son Blake, Brian Bond, Ryan Harmon, Troy Josie, Devin Terrazas, and Shane Vandehey. Both these programs with really good coaching staffs. As I mentioned, Skyridge with 70 kids. That is impressive. Big thanks to both these coaches for their time and helping me get acclimated with both their teams. Short time in this first period. And Cox, for a second, he was behind, but unable to bring Gassu down to the mats. Final 10 seconds. Late shot there from Cox. Gassu and Cox, no score after 2 minutes. Next week, Middleton, Colorado for FloWrestling Night in America, presented by Nike Wrestling. I love Thursday nights on Flow. Love it. High school action, men's college, women's. Covered all here on Flow Wrestling. And a big thanks to our Flow Sports production crew. This stuff is not easy. Greg Sandercox, our producer. Nikki Krisick, our director. The great Marty Lester on audio. And good scramble here in the first 15 seconds. Cox with the escape. Amanda Byers, graphics. Barrett Pfeiffer on replay. Tom Farah, on-site operations. And Iggy Kansu, the engineer. A lot of really talented, hard-working people on the production side of things. And really appreciate you joining us tonight. Couldn't be here without you, the wrestling fans. Cox with an escape here in the second period. The lone tally on the board. It's a 1-0 match. And make it 4-0 as Cox in the second period with an escape and a takedown. Tomorrow night, right here on Flow, 6:30 Central. Uncivil War with Iowa Wrestling, Utah Valley, and University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. Iowa has an amazing schedule. The Hawkeyes, you talk about any place, anytime. The Hawkeyes have an amazing schedule. And right now, Bradshaw Cox looking to put a cherry on top of this one for the Falcons. And he gets the slap of the mats. And he ends this one in style for Skyridge. Another fall for the Falcons as they pull away late and knock off Cedar Valley 48-28. And with Bradshaw Cox, the senior, in the W column, now 5-1. And another look at Bradshaw Cox. This match was 0-0 after the first. And Bradshaw Cox gets the fall. This dual meet began at 106 pounds. A lot of points. The scoreboard was exhausted tonight. A lot of bonus point victories. As you get a look at the final results, 48-28, the final score. For Skyridge, the Falcons improved to 4-1 this season, and Cedar Valley falls to 0-1. Again, the final score: Skyridge 48, Cedar Valley 28. For our entire Flow Sports production crew, I'm Shane Sparks saying so long from Utah. This has been Flow Wrestling Night in America, presented by Nike Wrestling. We'll be back next Thursday from Middleton, Colorado, right here on Flow Wrestling.